Hello, good evening. It's Lorna Carter from Lorna Carter's Creations. Hi Sylvia, hope you're well. Tonight we're going to be making this 4-pocket card album, just something a little bit different. I had a look. I'm always trolling either YouTube or Pinterest just for ideas, and this week I saw a lady by the name of Robin Armbrecht of Really Robin Stamps, and I found her on YouTube, and I do subscribe to her. So this is something that she has created, but I have altered it slightly purely because she's an American lady. So this actually fits into our normal, just let me get, normal C6 envelope, so it can be put in the post. So I've readjusted the sizes, so it'll go into ours is actually that slightly bigger, so it's quite good. So I've just altered it, and this is what we've got. So if I just show you what we're going to be doing, it's got a belly band on it, and then it opens out. Hope you can see this all right. Now I've done this like a birthday type card as such, and it's got the 4 pockets. So we've got the first one at the top, and that's just got a little card in. Always remember, you're absolutely amazing. So that's in there, and then the second one, just a card. Life is better with a friend like you. If I can get it back in. In the third one, your friendship means the world to me. So you can write on the back, you can write on the front, you can do whatever. And the bottom one, these are the moments we'll look back on with joy. So there's four pockets. You've got the middle section, just got you wishing you every happiness this special day will bring. So it's got all different sorts of sentiments. I just thought it was just something different. I love it in the colour and contour bundle which I've used, and also the designer series paper is the hand penned. I just can't get enough of it, I'm afraid. I just absolutely love it. So that is what we're going to be making. I'm going to do it in a different colourway, but I just want to show you one that I made yesterday. I'll just put that over there. Hi Izzy! Oh, making along, nice one. Hi Anne! Right, so the one I made yesterday is more of an album. So I'll pop this picture on the front. Now it's from the visit we had to Scarborough with the caravan the other week. So I just wanted to do something different. So I've just put visit to Scarborough, June, July 21. And then just put photographs. Love our little caravan. Love it to pieces. We went to a caravan site called West Ayton, and we had a fabulous time. Sat out at night, drinking tea. Should have been gin really, but we were drinking tea and coffee outside. It was lovely. And then you got to have, when you go to the seaside, you've got to have an ice cream. So we went to the Harbour Bar. Adrian had the biggest one. Mine was only a small one. His was the big one. And then I walked to the spa. I have journaled what we did and what we did on the days. And then that was night time with the fairy lights on. Just didn't want to leave. And then that was our garden, as I called it, for a few days. So it just shows you that it's very versatile. you can, say, use it for an album, use it for a card. So this is what we're going to be doing. Right, I'll just pop that one back together. And this is made out of one piece of designer series paper. Just going to open that out just so I pop that in the corner. Right, so I'm doing a slightly different colourway. She says I have I'm doing what I normally do, I just haven't got enough space in this little room. So we're using hand penned again, and we're going to contrast this with the Highland Heather. It'll just pull it out those flowers that we've got. But you have got to be very careful in respect of on the other side it can be an any way pattern. This side is a portrait pattern. Now the portrait pattern will have to be on the inside, because as you can see from this one, if I take those out, this was a portrait pattern, and if you have it on the inside and have it the right way, you're fine. And then obviously it has stripes on the back, so it doesn't look odd. You haven't got anything going upside down. So I'll swap those over. That's it. So piece of 12 by 12. I'm just going to get my scoreboard, Simply Scored, and we're going to score this at 4 inches and 8 inches. So if we just 4 and 8. Okay, so now if we turn it round once, we're now going to score it at 3 inches. And you can either do it at 9, but I always spin it round. I'll do it at 3 again. So it's 3 and 9, or spin it round and do it at 3. So basically you'll not see on there. You can just see. So we've got 2 parallel and 2 parallel. So we've got 9 little boxes basically. Right. So if I put my scoreboard away, that's it for that piece. Right. So what we need to do, if I just pull this is the one that I actually put together from Robin's dimensions. So just to basically show you. So we need to get rid of this top left hand corner, and this is with the inside facing us, the top left hand corner. We need to cut at this right hand side, so we can make a flap for the pocket. We need to cut from the bottom, the left hand side. We need to cut up here. I'll go through it all. And then on the right hand bottom, we're going to cut it diagonally. So one part goes up, the other part goes across to make the pockets. That piece goes up, and as I say, that goes to the side. So that is what we're going to be doing. So if you just bear with me, I'll bring my other one back in. Right, so I am going to confuse you a little bit because I can't see on this side, but I know this bottom right hand corner, that needs the diagonal. When I turn it over, it is going to be on the left hand side. I can see that piece, so that is the piece I'm going to be marking. I know it's nothing like confusing people. So all we need to do is get a ruler, find the corner, we can find it, the corner of the fold, and then down to the bottom. Just pull it up a bit because I'm not quite sure if you can see that or not. So there. So what I'm going to do is get a pencil, and I'm just going to draw a line down. So this is what we need to cut, this piece here. So if I do that now, and I apologise, I usually like my big scissors, but unfortunately I have misplaced them somewhere. So that's what we do. So if I turn that on the right side, once I've burnished it and everything, you'll see that that is going to go up like that. I'm just going to rub my pencil marks because you will see them on the other side. Right, so I'm just going to burnish. Maybe should have done that first, but hey ho, I'm getting ahead of myself. So it's just a matter of burnishing all the score lines. So there we go. And I'm just going to actually fold them back the other way as well. I just absolutely love this designer series paper. And this is one of the ones that is in the, got the 15% discount at the moment. It's absolutely stunning. Right. So, that will be going up like that. And that will be going across like that. Okay, so now this one here, this score line, I'm going to turn it over to cut because I can barely see it on the pattern side. But this score line here, we're actually going to cut the score line out. So there'll be a tiny little gap. Just let me spin it over so I can see. I don't know if you'll be able to see or not. The lighting's not brilliant. So I'm just going to cut slightly to the right of the score line up to that first score line, and then just to the left side, so we're actually cutting the score line out. And then basically what I've done is just done it like so. So you can see there is a gap there. That is going up like that. Okay, so we've got 1 pocket, 2 pocket, 3 pockets. Okay, so the next piece is this top left hand piece. We need to cut this actual square, or rectangle should I say. This rectangle needs to be cut out. So once again, I'm just going to flip it over so I can see where I'm cutting. And this wants to be cut just at the right hand side of the score line. Only just. So it actually cuts the score line out. And it will help the album actually fold together. And then on the other bit, we want to be just underneath the score line. Okay, so we've got that. Not get rid of that piece because we need that. Okay, so we've removed the corner and we've done that. So now the top right hand corner, it is the bottom, this score line here, we need to cut down there, so that will then fold over to make a pocket. So once again, I'm going to turn it over because I can't see. That's the only trouble with pattern paper. And we need to cut the score line out yet again. And then just to the left. I'm so used to my cutting things like this with my big scissors. I'm not very good with little scissors. Right. So I've just, you can see there's a slight gap. That piece will be going across like so. So if I just put the pockets up, you can then just roughly see those are the 4 pockets. Right, well, I'm just going to just test the folding of it, because it might need a little bit trimming off somewhere just to, and it looks like we're good to go. Looks like that's fine. Now it only just matches here, but we're having a belly band on, so you'll not see that anyway. So that's what we've got so far. Right, what I'm going to do on the top here is, as you can see with this, if I take that out, you might see a bit better. We've actually torn the front. You don't have to tear it, you can cut it. So it just, you can just see that always remember on the side, so you know there's something there to pull out. So I'm just going to tear that now, and it's just a case of going for it. In fact, I should be doing it the other way. If I do it this side, you'll get the white edge. So probably not very straight, but there we go. So we've just taken, you can take as much as little you want as you want off, whatever suits. So you've just got a piece of that patterned designer series paper to the left. Right, so what I'm going to do, we'll stick the pockets down, and then we can put that to one side and we can start creating the interior. Okay, so I'm using Tombow. I prefer wet glue. I'm just going to sit down so I can. Right, so I'll start the bottom right hand corner. So this triangle here that's going up, what we need to do is put a bead of glue just on this right hand side. So I'll just a tiny bit. What I'm going to put under is my Max. I end up getting it on my paper, and it gets all sticky. So it's just a matter, see, I put a little bit excess glue on there. Just get your bone folder. That's it. So that's your first pocket. The bottom triangle, I'm just going onto the bottom, just wants a little bead of glue just down there. So just a a little bit, and then stick that down. Hope it all makes sense. Okay, so that's 2 pockets done. So this bottom left hand corner, we need 2 beads of glue, 1 there and 1 there. So just, oops, wasn't very straight that. Oh dear, and got wobble on. So up we go. Just, I always get excess glue. I can't do little, unfortunately. There we go. So that is, oh, I know what I meant to do and I forgot. On this one, there's always one. On this one, I used one of the tag punches to tag, just to make a, as you can see, a bit more of the card. On this one, I used the, you can't actually see it very well. Well, you can if I do it like that. I use the scalloped, the scalloped table punch for that. I forgot to do it. Oh well. I'll see if I can do something. It's live. This is what happens. Apologies, Izzy, if you're making. But you can still say, you can still use it. That. It's not a problem. It's just that it was nice just to have that little bit of a cutout. And then last but not least is this little one, which we're going to do there. So here we go, little beads of glue again. So we want it both sides, just down there. Oh dear. I haven't got a very good hand tonight. So that. Just get my bone folder. Just gonna be one of them evenings again. I seem to always have one of them evenings when I'm doing a live. You always forget something. Right, so we've got that pocket there. Just leave it to dry. This pocket here, and the 2 diagonal ones. Right, so I'm going to put that to one side now, so we can concentrate on doing the inserts and the sentiment for the middle. So I'll just put that over there. On there. Right. Just let me get all my measurements. So for the middle panel, in fact, I think I did. It's totally up to you how you do it, but the middle panel I did slightly bigger than these side pocket, the inserts that go in each side. But on the photo one, I did it the same size, so it's down to the individual. This one on here is a piece of basic white, and it's 3.5 inches by 5.5 inches. Whereas these 2 inserts are 3.25 inches by 5 1/4. So there's only 1/4 of an inch in it. I think I'm going to go with the smaller one. So I'm going to cut 3 the same size. It makes it a lot easier. So we'll do 3 at 3 1/4 inches by 5 1/4. So we'll cut those first, and that is in basic white. Just get my trimmer. Now it's totally up to you. You can use, I used on here, this is just the standard basic white card, but on my photo one I used thick basic white, so it's up to the individual. I'm using thick tonight, so we want, I might do it that way. I haven't worked this out because I'm to sort it out, but we'll go with we'll do the 3 1/4 portrait. So we've got 3 1/4 by 5 1/4. So that is the same size as that. So that's 1. And then we can get another 5 1/4 out of that one. I haven't worked it out in centimetres because it was all done in inches. So if I get a chance, I will change it to centimetres. And then we need another one. I'm just trying to 3 1/2. Right, I'm going to do it, take it from that side, I think. Am I? No, I'm going to have to do it. Just let me work this out. Brain has just totally gone. I'm going to cut this. I know this sounds daft. I'm going to cut this at 3 1/2. Oops. Because we need 2 pieces, 2 1/2 inches by 3 1/2 inches. This is for the little inserts. I'm sorry, my brain is just fuzzled today. It's just been one of them days. So I've cut this at 3 1/2. So this wants 2 at 2 1/2, and then hopefully there should be enough for the last. So if I go 5 1/4. And then we need to take 1/4 of an inch off this side. So that's 3 1/4. I'll get there eventually. I apologise if I'm a bit ditzy. So I'll just put the other bits to one side. We can decorate these. So there's 1, 2, 3 at 5 1/4 by 3 1/4, and 2 at 3 1/2 by 2 1/2 inches. Okay, right, so as I say, I've used the colour and contour bundle, and it's totally up to everybody how they decorate it. I'm just going to go exactly the same as what I've got. There's some other sentiments I've used because there's quite a lot of sentiments on here from different stamp sets, but as I go I'll tell you what the other ones are from. So we'll start with these two. Okay, just want a scrap of paper just to put on the back. Right, so we'll do this one first. So we need, out of the colour and contour, I don't know if you can see that very well, we need the big stem with the 3 flowers and the bud on. And I've just inked up in Memento black. And just stamped on there we go. And then I'm using, where I used Pool, I think it was Pool Party I used for that other one, I'm using Highland Heather. So get my Highland Heather out and get the 3 buds. This is a 2-stage stamp set where you stamp the outline and then you stamp the interior of the colour. And it's not supposed to, it's a bit arty, so it's not supposed to actually go perfect, like colouring between the lines when you're a kiddie. Okay, so it's a bit arty-farty. Also in, I'll just show you, also in the colour and contour, there's this like speckled stamp, and that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to do it 2nd generation, so it's that little bit paler. So we're just gonna go where you want, basically. So we're just gonna ink up, stamp off, stamp on, so it's that little bit lighter. So once again, ink up, stamp off, stamp on, and it just gives it that little bit of something different. I'll just do one more just in the corner. Okay, so that's that. I'm just gonna, because that gets quite inky, I'm just gonna clean that, ready for next time. Just shut that up. So these are the moments we'll look back on with joy. That comes out of Peaceful Moments. So these are the moments we look back on with joy. So get that one out. I haven't got enough blocks to do them all at once, and I'm going to stamp that in black. And this is where I don't get it level. Oh dear, we'll have a good old go. It's handmade. Yeah, it's just slightly at an angle. It doesn't matter. So there we go. I'm not very good at getting anything straight. So that's one. And then the other one, the sentiments we've got on here are always remember. That is out of the Peaceful Moments stamp set. This has got some hammer, this one. So must be that one. So I'll just put that as level as I can on there on my block. Inked up again in black. And we're going to pop it on the end so we can see this outside of the pocket. Like so. Always remember at the side. Pop that one back. Okay, the next one is You're Absolutely Amazing. That is from the Colour and Contour. She says, yeah, you're absolutely amazing in the polymer. So once again, ink up with black. And then anywhere you want to be, might actually go a bit further down. You're absolutely amazing. Okay, so now we go on to the outline of the flower. From Colour and Contour. Once again, that's in black. And we're just gonna stamp off. So we've just got some in the corner. Right. I'll do the leaf next. So it's just like an outline of a leaf, which is out the Colour and Contour. Can't remember what colour I did it. Oh well, let's go in, let's have a look. We'll go in with just try garden green. I just can't remember. No, garden green's too dark. But it still looks fine. We're going to go with garden green. I might stamp it off first. Let's just... yeah. So, second generation. However you want to do it, just with the leaf. Just let me clean it. Right, so we want the Highland Heather to do the insert of the flower. Sorry, I'm keep having to turn them over. What I did with the Colour and Contour, should have said as I was going, I actually got them lined up and I marked with a permanent marker the top. So that is the outline stamp. And then on this one, I marked at the top. So I could match it up every time. As long as that is at the top, we're cooking on gas. So we'll link that up. And go in. Like so. And then we want the little splat stamp again. And we're doing this. Stamp off, stamp on. Don't know why I did that. There we go. Just so it gives it just something, that little bit of something different. Oh, just reading comments. You are funny, Izzy. Oh, great being on the other side. I tell you, my head is like a shed today, so I don't know what it'll turn out like. Oh dear. Right, so that is the two little ones all done. So we can put them to one side. I'll put those back in there. So that one's in and that one's in. Right, so I'll take the two side ones out next. Okay, so same sort of thing. These have both been done with the long stem because it was obviously quite a long card. So back to the stem outline stamp, ink up with black again, and we'll do that one at an angle. Just for something different, we'll do this one straight. I've also, hopefully if we're not too long doing this, I have some of the new goodies to show you out the mini catalogue where we could pre-order. And I've got some of the celebration products that you'll be able to gain from the I believe it's the 3rd of August. So I've got those to show you, which I'm dead excited about. I haven't been at work today, and I had a hospital appointment, and while I was at my appointment I got a notification. My delivery was here. Excited was not the word. So it's all been unpacked. I've put all the labels on my stamps and ready to create with them. So just, I don't know why I stamped off that one. Don't ask me, I'm too busy thinking about all the goodies I've got to play with. So that's one. And that's two. Okay. So I'm just going to clean that off. Right. Dotty stamp. I'm sure there's a different name for it, but that's what I call it. Dotty. So we're stamping off, stamping on. Just do wherever you like. Okay. So just anywhere. That'll do. Just it's a great little stamp that. It just gives it just a little bit of background. It's fab. Right. So the two sentiments. So we've got your friendship means the world to me. That is from Free as a Bird in the annual catalogue. It was in last year as well, but it's I love the birds, I really do. And it's that one there. Just find a block. So see if I can get this straight. Who knows? And I did that in black again. Just not too bad. Could have been better. Okay, that's that one done. And then life is better with a friend like you. We're going back to the peaceful moments. And I believe it is life is better with a friend like you. I need my big stamp. That's it. Try and get it as level as possible. And then yet again in black. It's just down to the individual how you decorate. Something that I do, you might not like. But it's down to the individual. You make it as you want it. So life is better with a friend like you, and I've got it fairly straight. So those are the two inserts for either side. So that's those. That is the 4 inserts done. So now we need to concentrate on decorating the actual pockets themselves. I'll just move it up. So the 2 flowers I stamped and die cut. I've actually stamped and die cut those just before I came on. I just thought it would save a lot of hassle. So I've done my 2 flowers for either side, so I can put those there. This sentiment, the world needs more of you, I have already done. That was die cut using, just let me, the scalloped contours dies. Well, I'm afraid mine have just decided to go awry, but let's just try. Put them back on properly, and then you can see. There we go. So this is scalloped contour dies. This is what you can get in a bundle with the colour and contour stamp set, and it has, so we've got a like layering 1, 2, 3, 4, there's 5 like layering rectangles. There's a beautiful scallop stitched edge. There's the flower that you can cut out, and also the stem, flower on the stem, you can cut that out as well. But it's the smallest one I've used, so that's the die, the smallest label die. And the world needs more of you. It's from Free as a Bird again, and that's got some really nice sentiments, that one. We also use the hello out of this. I may as well actually hello, get that one out already. Just pop that on there. So I've die cut that and the 2 flowers, so that's as far as I've got. So we've die cut this one, but this needs a bit of, what have I done with it? Covered it up. Highland Heather with the dotty stamp from Colour and Contour. So just stamp off, stamp on, just gives it that little bit. So we've done that. We've done those. Put them on there so I know what I've done. Okay, so the next one is this hello. This is done using the double oval. I'll do it that way so you can see better. The double oval. I had several of these cut, but in white. So that is for the hello and the flower. And then I'm going to cut out in Highland Heather the scalloped oval. Just bear with me while I... And the beauty of this is you can use scraps. So in we go. And basically just put enough pressure to hold. And then I use both my thumbs. Makes it so much easier. If you struggle, I struggle with one hand. I don't have my thumb joint isn't very good on one hand, so using two thumbs is brilliant. Makes it a lot easier. Okay, so on this little oval, I am going to stamp. Just let me move these out of the way. So we're going to stamp the flower again. So I'll make sure my black dot is at the top. Black dot is at the top. So what we're going to do is just put a little bit on the end there. But first of all, I'm going to stamp my hello so we know what space we've actually got. So I've just mounted that onto a block, and we'll go off to the side a little bit. Hello. And then we can go in with the floral. So what I've done, I've used at the right hand side, you can see there's like a gap. I've used that to be near the hello, so there we go. So it just goes in like so. Just clean my stamp off. Then we'll go in with the Highland Heather. Because we've just make sure I'm right. Because I've still gone with the one at the top, the mark at the top, it sort of lines up. I say you don't line these up properly. It has the arty-farty bit to it. So, dotty stamp again. Stamp off. Oops, that was nearly on the ink pad. Stamp on. Okay. Just put that. So if I just put that together, that's really cute, that. I like that. I love the Highland Heather colour. Just a bit of wet glue. And then just line it up. There we go. So that's that bit done. Right. So let's bring that down. So the happy birthday, we need to cut a Highland Heather piece. Let's get a scrap out. And a white for this bit. So I'm not using that. Just let me get a scrap. I have some over here. Right. So to cut these out, it's the Stitch So Sweetly dies. And if I do that, you can see. And we're using the smaller set of labels. We're using the second largest, second one in, and then the next one down, which is that little fancy one. So those are the ones we're using. So I'll just move those up and get my little stamp and cut and boss machine. So handy. Whoops. Okay, so there's 3 plates. The base plate number 1. There's 2 clear ones, so we put one on the bottom. So I'm just going to go that way. No, I'll do it that way. So I'm just going to cut around that. Okay, so we're not butting, I don't know if you can see, we're not butting it up like that. We're going to go at an angle so it glides through the machine, like so. So we'll do one at once. Don't forget to stagger your plates. There we go. And that. These dies don't half get some hammer. I love that. Can you see? Stitched shape label. It's lovely. So that is the Highland Heather one. And then we need, thought I'd lost it then. Anyway, and just cut a little piece. So put those in again. This is alright going straight in because we've got a point. Second plate on. And there's a label. I know what I should have done. I'm going to have to get myself sorted. Head not like a shed. I should have stamped my sentiment first and then die cut it, because you can guarantee it ain't going to be straight. Oh dear. Oh well, we'll have a go. We can always do it again. So for this we have Happy Birthday and Peaceful Moments again, and we have Happy Birthday. Find a block. And put it on as straight as we can. It's not bad. So in black ink, right, fingers crossed it's straight. No, it isn't straight, but hey ho, it's not that bad. Then yet again, the good old dotty stamp. Stamp off, stamp on, Stamp off, stamp on. Okay, I think that, except for the middle bit, except for this bit, that's what we're going to do, and that bit will go up the top. Right, so we'll stamp this bit next. So 2 flowers, leaf, dotty bits, and the sentiment, and the wishing you every happiness this special day with spring is from Peaceful Moments yet again. It's got some fab oh no, it's yeah, it is, it's down the bottom, couldn't see for looking. It's got some fabulous sentiments, very versatile. So try and get this on as level as possible. Bring in our card. Oh, cat hairs on. I had the cats in it here earlier, would not leave me alone. Little furry friends. Okay, so this center as best you can. It's always on the wonk. Hey ho. Right, so back to the outline of the flower in black. So we've done, we'll do one at the top. And one at the bottom. Okay. I then want, so I've got my stamps on here at this side. We then want the leaf. So we did it in garden green, we did it second generation. And I say you can do it any which way. Okay. We need the infill of the flower, Highland Heather. I can't, just because it's not a full. Not a full flower. There we go, not too bad. Yeah, we also need the dotty stamp. We've missed one sentiment, I can see. So the dotty stamp, wherever you want it to be. Okay, so that is the centerpiece stamped. I haven't done this one here, so we'll do that one next. We'll need that. Oh no, I'm going to shut it because I'll get something in it. So we're the best of friends. That is from Free as a Bird, and that's the one. And I've got some scraps from earlier on. So I'm just going to ink that up. Note, I've stamped first before I cut it. I remembered. Okay, so where did I put my trimmer? I think it's actually stopped raining out there at the moment. Just before I came on air, it absolutely chucked it down. We need a boat to get to work tomorrow. Right, so I am just basically eyeballing this. That's not too bad as an eyeball. And get the dotty stamp out just to finish this bit off. Oops. There we go. Right. Now, this one has got the two little flag ends. Show you a trick. The tailored tag punch, it has its uses. So what we're going to do, we want the indent here. You can either, in fact, I'll do one end. I'll show you one end just in case anybody hasn't got the punch. So what we're going to do is use the scissors and we're going to cut down the center and then cut diagonally from the corner. I don't know what it'll look like because I usually use the, well, that's not bad for me. So you can do it that way, or this top piece of the punch you can feed that end and you can stop it where you think. Actually, that's not bad. So it's just tips and tricks. And that was with the tailored tag punch. That is in the annual catalogue. So we've got that piece. Actually, it's a bit long, but in fact, I'm just going to cut that down because it is just a little bit long. I'll use the punch again, just to take a little bit more off. And just see, yeah, that's about right. I didn't measure it, it was just eyeball work. Okay, right, so I think that's everything for the inside. So let's bring in our base. So the middle section, I've got a bit of glue on there. Never mind. So we'll bring in the middle section just so I can, yeah, so it needs to be somewhere like so, and all this is glued on with Tombow. So it's just a matter of eyeballing it. What did I do with me? Lost my bone folder. Oh, it's here. It's alright. Just going to use my bone folder to put that in place. Okay. So, you're absolutely amazing. If, for instance, I think I'm just going to cut a little bit off there because my hand wasn't very steady and it made it narrower. So, it doesn't matter if you can just trim. I'm going to cut a piece off the bottom and a piece off the top, just so that always remember is hopefully in the middle. There we go, it goes in this time. So that's the always remember. So on top of that, we want the Highland Heather tag with the happy birthday. So let's just glue those together. Yeah, not quite straight. That'll be fine. And then just glue that one on. You can see that's not straight. Never mind. That's done that. Right. So, just going to say, what have I done with all my bits and bobs? So, that piece is going on there. Like so. And I've just, as I say, sticking it flat because you don't want any dimension. Unless you're giving it to somebody. You see, it might not fold very well if you put too much dimension on. You just got to be cautious. So just put the flower where you want it. I'm gutted that I didn't do my little cut out there, but never mind. Did that this side. A bit of glue. Like so. And then a little hello. So you just decorate it however you like, whatever sentiments. It just makes a nice little card, little present. Right. So we can now that actually goes in. Actually, it's better with the thick card, a bit thicker card. You've got a bit more to get it in. So that is the inside. So what we're going to do now to fold it, I'll do something else actually, but I'll do it when we've just about to finish on the inside. We'll use some Wink of Stella. But we've got the belly band to make. So to fold it, the right hand flap goes to the centre, Then the left hand flap goes over the top, bottom flap up, top flap down. So that's how you get your little, looks like a little packet. What I thought would be really, really good in one of these pockets, if somebody's like a gardener, like seeds and things, you could pop a packet of seeds in each pocket. Just something different. All these ideas into my head. Okay, so for the belly band, just let me fold that one up out of the way. So the belly band, you can make it as thick as you want, but I've done it, I think it was 1 1/8 of an inch, that one. So you can make it as deep as you want, put whatever tag or whatever on the front. Because I've got this off cut, I'm going to use the width of that. Now you need it to be, just let me think what I did. So it's 20, it was 21 centimeters that was. Let's just bear with me. So 8 1/4 inches. Yeah, so it's basically, you've got your A4 in portrait, it's just a whatever size off the end. So I need to, this is the opposite way, this one, so I need to just trim that down. So if I go to 21, and just cut that, that's my little bit that's off. So basically what I'm going to do, this is where she finds she's done it wrong. Put it on the back and just bend. Now I've done it okay. You'll think I'm doing it wrong, but no, it is right. So it only just touches in the centre. Okay, but let's just, it goes up and down okay. Yeah. So it only just meets in the centre, but what we're going to do is I'm going to put 3 lengths of tear and tape. We're going to cut, if I show you on that one, we're going to cut one of those tags and the smaller tag, and we're going to stick it to it, and it holds it spot on. So I'll just get, so it's Stitch So Sweetly dies. It's the smallest set of labels, and it's the largest, and the next one down. So we will go, shall we go with that? Yes, we will. We'll not waste that piece of the corner we cut out. So we'll use that to cut the big label. So I'll just do that. If anybody think I'd be crafting in here, there's stamps everywhere. Okay, so we'll just, can't pick that up. So just put that on wherever you want it to be. And then stag your plates, don't forget, and feed her through. It just brings the florally bit onto the front. That's all I was thinking. So that is the big one. And then we want a piece of basic white. stack of plates. Because this is a straight edge, put it at an angle and feed her through. Right, so the last piece of stamping we need to do is just to do the front. So, I thought I got a mark on it. So on this one, I did use the designer series paper, and I stamped on the white piece the 2 flowers from the Colour and Contour, and then the Rest and Relax, You Deserve It, is from the Timeless Tropical cling stamp set. Rest and Relax, You Deserve It. And once again, I should have stamped before I die cut. I don't learn. Maybe I will one day. So we'll just mount that. I do like the rubber stamps, but I do like the polymer ones because you can see where you're stamping better. So let's go in. So I've stamped this in black. Like so. Well, it's just a bit lower than normal, but never mind. Just bringing my scrap in again. Do the outline of the flower. Not get much at the bottom, but there we go. I'm still going to have that at the top, so we get the bottom bit, the flower. Like so. And we'll go in with Highland Heather. Just going to put it onto that to see if I can. I ain't got the top bit to line it up to. Yeah, spot on. So then the dotty stamp, stamp off, stamp on, and that is the tag. The actual belly band itself, we're just gonna just randomly with the dotty stamp okay, so that can then go away. Whoops. And get rid of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick that onto there first of all. I'll do it at the side. So there we go. Okay. Then we're going to bring in make sure you get it level. And then with tear and tape, I'm just going to cut a piece off first so I can get it. So get it leveled up. Put your tear and tape across. Like so. Just them corners, they will get used to going up and down. And then what we're going to do is put the that on. So if I just get my just take the top off the tape. And get it as centered as possible. And there we have it. Our 4-pocket album card, or card album, or whatever you want to call it. Photos in it, and just do it like this. It's great. It's really nice. It'd be like, I suppose it'd be nice for a special birthday. You could like put the age on there or whatever. It just if you just want to send somebody a feel-good card, it'd be nice. So that is oops, if I can get it back in. They do go in. It's just getting it. These have been up and down, these ones. These are ever so easy to go on. So but yeah, there's the 3 we have made. I hope you enjoyed that. It's a great little album. It's lovely. It really is. I was so tickled, should I say, when I found out. When I saw Robin, it was Robin Armbrecht, and its last name spelled Arbrecht, and it's really Robin Stamps, and she does some really, really nice things. So I just made it so it will fit. What I should have done really is decorate an envelope, but it just fits into an envelope. It probably, I would say it will probably go at the more expensive postage, but it's worth it to put a smile on somebody's face. So that is that. Right. Just for the last few minutes, I know it's been on an hour and a half. I just want to quickly show you some of the goodies that are coming up in the new catalogues. We've got the mini catalogue, which has the Christmas, the autumnal, Halloween, holiday type things in, and then the celebration catalogue. I can't actually show you, I can only show you the outside. That is the celebration, so I'll show you a few of the stamp sets and the designer series paper you can get. And then the mini catalogue does say July, but it is August because they had trouble with stock with COVID, so it's starting August. So it's the 3rd, I believe, it goes live. But I can show you the goodies that I've got. So I will start with some of the designer series paper. This one actually is in the annual catalogue. This is on this is one of the ones that I was on in the sale, and it's Tidings of Christmas. So I'll just show you just quickly all the different, some beautiful papers. That's that side, she says. I don't want that. And that is the stripes and leaves. And I think the stars and things on that one. But there's some lovely, really nice things coming. So this is in the mini catalogue. This was actually in last year's, and this is Heartwarming Hugs. So we've got some check, stripes, some more check, dots, stripes, candy stripes. That's a beautiful one with dots, checks again. They're just really, to me, this is like Christmas, the Christmas colours. So that is Heartwarming Hugs. This is the Painted Christmas DSP, which is part of the Painted Christmas suite. I didn't buy the suite, but I did like the paper. I got the stamp set. I got the bundle that goes with it. So we've got those two leaves, beautiful. Then we've got the cones and the like chevron-y stripes. Leaves again, I love that one. Holly. More pine cones. Leaves. And then some more leaves. And then this one as well. So that is another designer series paper. So just put that to one side. These are the two stamp sets that actually go with that suite. So we've got Christmas to Remember, some really nice sentiments, and Christmas Season, which is like the pine cones, all the leaves and berries and things, which is really nice. I love both of those. And also with, I didn't get the die set that went with this one. I only got the die set that went with that one, and it's got some beautiful tags and cones. It cuts the cones. Just quickly show you. So it's got all the leaves and the berries, holly leaves, they're the berries, this is the cones, and then it's got some beautiful tags. Really nice. I'm really looking forward to having a play with that one. Well, with all of it. Just put those away. So that one's there. We have Holly Jolly Wishes. So I've got this because it's got sort of loads of sentiments. We have For Unto Us. So to me, like traditional Christmas, with Hark the Herald Angels Sing, For Unto Us a Child is Born. It's got some religious sentiments on there. So that's, I really like that one. This is my autumnal one. I absolutely loved this as soon as I saw it. Nuts about squirrels. I just think they're ace. There's some brilliant things been made with this that I've seen, and I can't wait to use it. Great for kids. I'm a big kid myself, so but yeah, really good. So that's my autumnal one. I haven't I haven't got any of the other autumnal ones as yet. Penguin Place. This comes with a punch set, a punch to punch him out, and he's so cute. He can have a hat on, he can have little antlers, he can hold a balloon. He is so cute, and it's not just Christmas. We've got happy birthday, lots of thanks, I like you a lottle. I love that. It's just great. It's lovely for kids, but there's that. But in the celebration, to go with that, you can get this wonderful designer series paper, and it's got the penguin, the polar bear and the fox. Absolutely stunning. So we've got Foxy, and this one you can actually use your punch to punch the penguin out, and it's just got Just Jade on the back. Got a snowman on this one with the fox and the penguin. That's got, I think that's Misty Moonlight. We've got more Penguin and Friends with the stripe. I just love this. This is fabulous for kids. Absolutely. And it's just unusual. The colours are, you know, it's not what you'd expect. I mean, that, yeah, I love that polka dot. But this is something you can get if you spend £45 or more. You can get a free one of those. Oh, we've got this designer series paper. This is Peaceful Prints. So same again. This is, if you spend £45, you've got a lovely check. Birch trees, I believe, with the stripe. Snowflakes with a plaid. I love that. That is little trees, and they've got like the check on some of them. It's so cute. And then we've got snowflakies and like branches, and then deer, and then the check. So that's another one you can get. It's a purchase of £45 or more. Counting Sheep. I had to have this one. So this is a stamp set. This is £45. You can get that one for free. Then if you spend another £45, you can get matching dies. I'm sorry, my light's shining on there, but you can get matching dies. So you've got a fence, you either use them as clouds, or you can use them as a hedge. You've got a flag, you've got a little hat, you've got a balloon and a sun. I just thought that was really good. So it's £45 for that one you have to spend. You get that free, £45 for that. Textures and Frames is another celebration. That's £45, comes free. Thought that was quite nice with the textures, the splats, and it's just like paint effects. Thought that'd be quite nice. And then this one is Delicate Dahlias. I ummed and ahed with this one because this is a £90 spend. You get it free. But I think this is, it'd be lovely. It's a oh, I can't think of the word. Distinctive stamp set. Really, really nice. I've seen somebody use it, and it does look really nice. So that, I think, is everything out of the mini. Just make sure. Yeah. And then I bought a couple out the annual. Handmade for You. I thought that was really nice. It has the Stampin' Up logo, so if you were wanting to sell your cards, as long as it's got the Stampin' Up logo on, So that's why I bought that one. And then All Squared Away. I thought this was a really unusual stamp set, and it's got dies to go with it. So I think that'll be quite sweet to use. So I've got lots to go at. So we'll have a good few weeks ahead. Hopefully. I love Christmas, so there'll be some Christmas coming up. But yeah, so I just thought I'd show you some of my some of the goodies that I've received and what you can gain in the celebration. So, well, I've had a really good evening after making these. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've had a fab time, and don't know quite what I'm going to be making next week. It might be something Christmassy. I'll have to get my designer head on, and we'll go from there. But I want to do, say, at least once a month, sort of up to September. Then it might be twice a month doing Christmas. So, but just to show you what there is. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Have a good evening, and hopefully we'll be back next week with Christmas. Thank you. Bye.